Follow me as we embark on this journey of health, fitness, and following your dreams.
Muted. I'm just not muted. Yay! That was a cool little teaser for our friend Julie Beth. Julie, do you want to go by Julie Beth, Coach Julie, Julie Hoover? What do you want to go with tonight?
Coach Julie's fine.
Coach Julie's fine.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We have Coach Julie with us here at Real Politics. We're not talking politics today. No politics at all. Is just going to be about some fun topics, which is about health and fitness, and not just health and fitness, but also, anxiety in the midst of Corona and things like that. And you can ask whatever questions you want, and we will be able to put up information about Coach Julie. So if you want to contact her on Facebook and maybe work with her so she can help you get better fit, especially during the holidays or after the holidays. So Julie, introduce yourself if you don't mind for us as we welcome people in.
Hi, I'm Coach Julie, and I'm new to the fitness business, but I've always had a passion for it, and I'm happy to be here and answer any questions and concerns you may have.
Cool. And if you want to, and we also have Royal with us. Royal is a little fitness guru over here. He's trying really hard. He has lost, how many pounds have you lost in your venture, in your journey?
Oh man, over 100 pounds.
Wow. And how much did you weigh when you started your little journey?
You want me to get into it?
No, never mind. I don't want to know. We're not supposed to.
Well, I can get into it. I mean, but let's give her the time,
I'm just wondering so you can know that, we want.
Let's just say I was 350 pounds. I needed a pair of shorts, and I went to Walmart, and I got a pair, but it was like size 52. And, I said, I ain't buying this pair. Not that I couldn't afford them. I just didn't want to get into them because they were really comfortable. And I walked out. I got mad. And then I saw a show with some fitness person named Isabella from California about eating. And I started to eat correctly. And I lost probably 100 pounds. And then a fry here, a fry there. And I gained about 60 pounds. And then I started to, I want to lose my weight again. And then I started to exercise as well, along with the proper eating. And right now I'm at 260. And that's because I lost 20 pounds in 1 month. So wow. since I started again, because I got injured in between, I'm a big guy. So I got injured in between. And so I started a group about a month ago, 2 miles daily. About walking 2 miles daily. I walk 3 miles, sometimes 4. And so I didn't walk the last 2 days because of the cold, and I've just been really busy. And so I started again tonight. And so that's the goal. My goal is to get to about, I want to say 195. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there, if it's healthy to even get to 195. But anyway, that's what it is. I don't want to go too long and take too much time.
Coach Julie will help you. So get in contact with, that's why she's here, and hopefully we'll have her regularly. And put up some comments. Do you mind, Miss Producer? We have Miss Producer in the backstage helping us out. And that way we can get to know Julie and what is her, when did she start and why she started, while we welcome some of these comments to Ken, Miss Producer. No?
Yeah.
No comments? I know there are some. I've seen some.
Hey, well, there's some people there. Okay, I know Marky's here and Jessica's here. And
Jessica. Okay, well, we'll wait on the comments.
Carlos is here. And
we'll wait on the comments then. Julie, I know you because we went to school together in Wesco, where although I didn't graduate completely from Wesco, I still feel like half of me is at least a Panther. And I know you to be somebody who was a great person in school, always very nice to me and to other people, everybody around you. And so I think for me, you've decided you want to help other people. That's part of who you are. Am I right? Is that why you started this goal, this venture on being in fitness and health?
Oh, absolutely. Like, my story happened a long time ago, just having a really bad relationship with food. And I mean, I battled, anorexia. I had a bout of bulimia, and I was just striving to be thin, but nobody teaches you, how to be. Just because you're thin doesn't mean you're healthy. Starving yourself isn't healthy. Making yourself vomit isn't healthy. Like, yeah, I was thin, but I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. And I didn't seek help for it. I just had to fix it myself. And that's how I got really started learning about nutrition. And then after I became a mom, then my mindset shifted. It wasn't about being thin anymore. It was about like, I have these 2 kids that are going to look up to me, and I want to be a role model for them. And I want to be around to watch them grow. I saw my grandmother, who always battled with her weight. I saw her die of ovarian cancer. And that really, really affected me, because she was one that was always dieting and ate very unhealthy. And I know it contributed to her death, unfortunately. And so after that, it turned me around, like my mindset around, where it wasn't about being thin. It wasn't about, looking like a Barbie doll. It was about, being healthy and being alive and being there for my kids. And seeing the change it made in me, like my energy, my sleep, everything, my confidence, everything, I felt so much better. I want to have that kind of effect on other people, to teach, especially women. We think we have to be this perfect looking person, and it's not about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being, healthy for your family and your loved ones. So I want to help and support as many women as I can to achieve that goal, and men too. But predominantly, I train women because I understand women.
Yeah,
That
guys.
makes sense.
Yeah, we are with Coach Julie Beth, Coach Julie with Julie Beth Fitness. She's here to answer any of your questions. So do us a favor and share the stream. It's not every day. We don't do any politics whatsoever. We want to be able to help you and get in contact with somebody who I feel can help you. And that's the only reason I have her on, not just because I believe in her, and I believe in a lot of small business owners. And I know that small business has not been great during coronavirus. And so I want to help Julie in any way I can. And I think, Claudia's saying I lost over 100 pounds in 1 year, but now I have gained 20 during this year. I did change my eating habits, but I feel like I can't seem to lose it. I'm a procrastinator, and I hate to exercise. So how or what can I do to lose those 20 pounds again? Coach Julie.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't believe in dieting. I believe in flexible dieting, which is tracking your macros, which means you can eat whatever you want as long as you track your macros, right? Because it's both. Calories are going to count, macros are going to count. The difference is that calories, you can eat any kind of calorie as long as no restriction, you're going to lose weight, right? But it doesn't mean that you're learning how to eat nutritiously. What the macros do is it balances out so that you can literally transform the way your body looks. So instead of like losing muscle mass, you're going to be preserving the muscle mass. You're going to be losing fat. So that's the eating style. As far as exercise, you got to make it fun. I always say, listen to music, do what makes you feel good. After a while, you're going to love the way it feels to move your body. But at first, I'm going to be honest, like I've done that where I just dreaded exercise, dreaded it. Like didn't want to do it. It was like a chore. And then literally it took about 3 months. But after 3 months, now every day, I don't go to the gym every day, but if I'm home, I do it. I find a way to do it. I go outside and go for a walk. And if I like the music, I end up running. I used to hate running, like hated it. And now if I have a good music though, I can go, and that's the awesome thing is my endurance has picked up. So, I mean, as far as not liking exercise, I've been there, but it's just once you do it, it really does feel good. It really does. And you're going to start seeing that your endurance is going to improve. Your energy is going to improve. You're going to sleep better. There's just so many benefits that are beyond, just for weight loss. It feels good. So definitely track macros and just do what feels good for you. Do whatever movement you can. If you like to dance, go dance. If you like to walk, go walk. But whatever you find that you like, do it, and then do more of it. And you'll start to see that the pounds that you gained will come off.
Right. Elville is asking a question. Low intensity exercise tips for toning up for the over 60 group, and especially women, I'm assuming.
Yes. Well, anything, low intensity, that can be strength training, which is a big thing that I push. I'm not really so much into cardio because I like cardio. Don't get me wrong. Cardio has its merit, right? It's great. But I focus on strength training because muscle burns fat, right? And it can be low intensity. You can be doing, low reps. You're not bouncing all over the place, but that building the muscle is going to start to rev up your metabolism. And so the weight is going to come off. And even if you're over 60, like definitely you need to be lifting weights to get that bone density up.
Right.
So that's what I would say. I would say do a lot of strength training as much as you can. And then as you get stronger, you're going to start lifting heavier and heavier.
One of the things that you do on your page is you develop programs for individual
Yes.
needs, an 8-week program, things like that, and you provide support group. Can you go into some detail about exactly what that entails? And because obviously you're certified to do this, you have certificates to do this. You're not just doing it, sin papeles, without papers.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll go into that. So I've seen a lot of trainers. I'm gonna touch up on that first. I've seen a lot of trainers that they're not certified. And I went and got certified, and then after I got certified, I realized, that was pretty easy to get. And I was like, you know what? That didn't really teach me everything. So I'm the kind of person, I'm constantly reading, like just learning. And so I've got multiple certifications now past the personal training. I got a weight loss specialist. I got behavioral change specialist. I'm very excited about that one because that one goes into the mindset. That one goes into motivation behind why we lose weight, because I think this is true for everybody. We will self-sabotage. We can know everything about exercise, everything about nutrition, and yet, we sabotage ourselves on the journey to health and fitness. So that's one of the certifications that I have. And then the other one that I got was nutrition coach, because I knew that those three together, the fitness training, the nutrition, and the mindset was going to be, the ultimate. Like, you need all three of that. So the packages that I do a lot of online training. That was always the plan before COVID. That was the plan, because with that, I feel like as a client, you get more out of it. If you train with me in person, which I do that as well, but it's this hour of my time. It's just an hour. You're paying for that hour. That's all you're getting. You're not getting the support. You're not getting the accountability. You're just getting an hour of my time. Whereas the programs that I offer, it's all inclusive. I make a nutrition plan for you with the macros calculated for your needs. Like, if you're primarily fat loss, I've got the macros. And I have not seen a plan that has done this yet, that has tracked every single meal by macros. I have not seen it yet. And I follow a lot of nutritional trainers on Instagram. I bought their program so I could see what does it look like? What does online training look like? And when I saw what they developed, I'm like, I can do this, but I can do something better than this. So I put my own twist on it. I'm still learning. I'm still developing it. But the thing is, like, I'm getting feedback from people, and they tell me what they like. They tell me what they don't like. And it's all to help them, because I'm learning my story, right? I know what I struggled with, but everyone has a story. We all got on this journey for a different reason, And so it's knowing what works for everybody and then making it adaptable for them, something that they can like make as a lifestyle, not just a diet, but something that's going to keep the weight off for life, because that's what it is. You have to keep it off for life. It has to be habits that you change. So my program, it's a nutrition program. It's a fitness program that I tailor to my clients. So whatever their needs are, their goals are, it's tailored to them. And then with that, they get access to my Facebook group. I've got 6 ladies already in there, and that's going to be building. And they get daily accountability from me. So they get daily check-ins from me. And then we have weekly weigh-ins. And I'm going to start doing Zoom calls with them so that we can actually, like, face to face, and we can discuss like issues they're having, whatever it is that I can help them with, because honestly, their success is my success. The first client I had, when she texted me that she had lost 20 pounds, and she's like, I could not have done this on my own. Like, literally, I got tears in my eyes. That was my first client. And because I knew her struggles, like, we shared it, and I could relate so much with her. And so when I saw that I helped her lose 20 pounds, it was like, this is what I should have been doing years ago when I was at a teaching job that not that I hated teaching, but it wasn't for me. I knew this wasn't my passion. I was helping people, but it wasn't what I really wanted to do. I knew it wasn't my calling in life. And that first client that I got, after that, I was like, it just felt so amazing to know that I have the capability now of like helping someone change their life, like actually adding years to their life, adding energy and happiness to their life. It's so rewarding,
Yeah, no, I completely concur. And you were a teacher for a very long time, and you just said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going to do this. Miss Producer asked a specific question. Are there products that you promote, or is it just clean eating and exercise, i.e. pre-workout recovery?
I have products that I promote, but I'm not getting any money off of them, if that's what you mean. Like, I use like pre-workout that I got from Amazon. I'm real picky, but as far as like that, not yet. The products that I have, they're PDFs that I make So it's actually like stuff that's written. I mean, they're long too. They're very, very thorough. I don't know how to do anything like not thorough. Like when I was a teacher, my lesson plans, they were so detailed that my manager at IDEA, she's like, Julie, I've never seen lesson plans this awesome. Like, honestly, this is your gift. So I take that kind of perfectionist attitude into my plans that I make for people. Like, I mean, I've it takes me 5 hours, 4 hours, however long it takes me.
Wow,
I'm very, very meticulous.
That's way too much detail. You have like a little OCD like me.
I know. I am. And I got it from my mom. Like, she's the same way. We're very perfectionist. Like, that's just the way that I am. But I like to deliver like results. I want this person to have everything that they need. So I make sure that, like, it's detailed. But yes, right now I don't have any like pre-workouts or BCAAs. I take it, but my products are just my handwritten stuff that I've created on my own that is in the process of getting copyrighted.
Right.
And I'm developing a website. I actually just outsourced somebody. So that's going to be up and running by January, which I'm super, super excited about. And then from there, they can download the stuff through PayPal.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I got to reintroduce you every 10 minutes or so. I'll try to reintroduce you just in case we get new people coming in and out. Some people are only here for like 5 minutes. Okay, I heard enough and they leave for whatever reason. But we're with Coach Julie, Beth. Julie, I've known her for years. We went to school together. She's awesome. And she's here to talk to you all about health and fitness, especially eating right, maybe during the holidays. And so ask any questions you would like, and please share the feed so we can get as many women in particular to know more about how they can be helped by Julie, and any questions you might have. I know that on your page, Julie, you post a lot of videos of you, what kind of shakes you make, things like that, as a free service to everybody. What's your favorite shake and why?
I'm boring. It's just spinach, PB Fit powder, because I mean, you can put peanut butter, but peanut butter is like higher in fat, and so I use the PB Fit powder, and then I use a vanilla vegan organic protein powder. Throw a handful of spinach in there, half a frozen banana, some ice, some cinnamon, and it's easy. It's like takes less than 5 minutes to make, and it's nutritious. It's an easy way to get your fruits and vegetables in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Jessica Gonzalez is asking, does Julie eat tamales, or are we not going there tonight? Do you eat tamales?
I do. Honestly, I eat everything I want. I just have learned now that you can have a bite, you can have a taste. It doesn't have to lead to a binge, because I used to do that, where I would just eat myself to stomach ache, and the food would literally come up. I'd eat that much. But that was unhealthy behavior. That's because, the deprivation mindset, like, oh, I'm never going to have it again because I'm on a diet. So if I'm going to indulge, I'm going to eat everything. That's the kind of mindset we want to get away from, because now it's like, no, slow down, savor it. You can have it. And you end up eating less, and then the next day, if you ate a little more, get back to the gym and just bounce right back. That's my approach now, is if I want it, if I really want it, I eat it.
Right.
I don't have to eat as much of it. And then I just make sure the next day I cut back, I get right back into my eating plan, or maybe 2 days later. But I always bounce back, and I get back into my workouts, and, your weight will be up, but give it a little bit of time, it's going to be back down. So it's just, I've learned now how to maintain it and not let it ruin my day. Like before I get on the scale, it'd be up 5 pounds and it would ruin my day. Like that was, that's the diet mentality. Not anymore. It doesn't have to be that way. Like you should still eat what you enjoy,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your growth. We Miss Producer created a cool video for you, and in there you saw a picture of you with your pants, and I don't think you were wearing those pants very, very long ago, and now you're even different because you're toning, and it now a lifestyle mentality. It's not a yo-yo diet that you do and that you recommend. Right.
Exactly. Yeah, because I tried every diet.
Really?
Back when I gained the freshman 15, and yes, I came home, and I'm gonna say it. My brother was very mean to me. He called me fat and gorda, and he just grabbed my thigh and was like, "You need to start running."
Wow.
And that's really, really started. I lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks. I got down to about 98 pounds, which is unhealthy for me. Like I am 5'2", so I'm short. But like I said, that's how I developed an eating disorder, is because he made fun of me, made me feel bad. And, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew how to, live on 600 calories a day and exercise like a fiend. And then flash forward, realize that that really spiraled into very unhealthy eating habits for me. And now the focus is about health. It's about, moderation. It's about a lifestyle. It's no more binging and no more eating problems. No more, none of that.
Yeah. What kind of holiday foods do you recommend that we stay away from? Maybe like anything in particular that we should stay away from for holiday foods?
Well, I don't like eggnog. I mean, I think it tastes bad, but I know it's like super fattening. Um, should you stay away from? I mean, like I said, if you can have a bite and it's not going to turn into a binge and it's not a trigger food for you, then enjoy it, but make sure you balance it out with vegetables and fruits. It's all about balance. Like if you're going to put something unhealthy on your plate, then make sure you have water with it. Make sure that you put vegetables on the plate. Make sure you eat something nutritious with it. Because again, it's going to come down to your macros. You can balance out those fattening foods and you can still eat them and be in your macro range and you're going to be good. So it's really all about balance. I like to everything has to be in balance, in moderation.
Okay. When you, do you do anything specifically for the new year at all? Oh, and you might want to explain what macros are, Miss Producers. Like some people may not know what macros mean. I know I don't. So
okay, I'll get into that. Okay, so everything that we eat is divided in your body when it's broken down. It's either protein, carbs, or fat, right? If it's amino acids, it's protein. That's going to turn to muscle. That's going to help you build muscle. The fat, we need fat also. That's going to help either hormone balance. And then carbohydrates are what we use for energy. So people have gotten carbohydrates have gotten a really bad rap. And there's nothing bad, like they're great for you. In fact, if you want to build muscle, you're actually supposed to bump up your carbohydrates. But it's eating complex carbs. So I'm not going to give you my macro range because I had to literally search for it because it was not in my certifications books and it was not online. I actually had to find it in 2 amazing books that I have that I use as references, but I'm not going to share them.
No, it's okay. No worry. I don't know what macros mean. It's okay. It's
yes,
fine.
yes.
There's proprietary information. It's okay.
it's the percentage of how much you put in your body. The most important of those is going to be muscle. It's going to be protein, sorry, because protein is going to preserve your muscle mass. Because most people, when they lose weight, not only are they losing fat, they're losing muscle. And muscle weighs more than fat, but takes up less space. You don't want to lose the muscle. You want to preserve as much muscle as you can. So that's why people are really about like high protein. Yes. But you also need to have a balance of carbohydrates with it. You can't exclude the carbohydrates. They work together.
Yeah.
1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carbs, they're both 4 calories. So they are actually equal in your body. They're equal. And they both serve their own purpose. Like I said, carbohydrates are great for energy, among other stuff. And the protein is really, really good for preserving your lean muscle mass, because that's what you were saying about the jeans getting smaller. Yeah, I only lost about 20 pounds. I went from 137, which is overweight for me, down to 117, currently 116. And so I kind of maintain it between 115 and 120. That's my maintenance range. But what I've noticed is even though it was only 20 pounds, I dropped like 4 sizes. Or I guess it was 6 to a 2. I guess that's not 4 sizes, but anyway, it dropped a few sizes. But I noticed that my measurements got smaller, and even when the scale didn't always change, the measurements got smaller. So that is the muscle right there. That's what it's doing. The muscle is like shrinking your fat cells. The fat cells don't really go away; it just shrinks them. And it's going to smooth out your skin. I know women who have I still have cellulite issues. Okay, but I had it bad. And I noticed when I started doing strength training, it's really smoothed out my skin. It's given it a more youthful appearance, and the cellulite kind of disappears, So that's a cool thing for us women. I don't know. Yeah. I suffered with it. I still suffer with it. I guess all women do, right? But but muscle helps.
Is it? I want to talk a little bit, since you were a teacher. Were you able to, did you see a lot of students, girls in particular, suffering from anxiety, bulimia, anorexia, body shaming things? And did you feel like there's something that we can do as parents to be able to help kids not feel those things? And what would you recommend, either as a teacher, as a parent, and as obviously as a coach?
Okay. My 5 years in the classroom, that's all but in that I did see body shaming. There's several students who were overweight, which is very common amongst kids, but they're not always the nicest. And they'd make fun. And I had a kid, I got onto her and she said, well, I have to tell her that she's fat because if I don't, how's she going to know? It's going to help her lose weight. And I said, no, that's not how you do it. I said, you don't think she knows that of her size? Like, she's aware of that, but she's a kid, she's growing. But who are you to make fun of her? You know, how would you like it if someone made fun of you for being skinny? And she's like, oh, I've experienced that. I'm like, how did it make you feel? She's like, well, it makes me feel bad. I'm like, why are you doing that to her? As far as bulimia, anorexia, I did not see that in my classroom. I didn't see any of that in my, but I did see kids getting made fun of, and just picking on each other about their appearance. What I would tell parents, and I try to do this myself, is try not to talk about your weight or call yourself fat in front of your kids, because your kids are going to pick up on that and they start calling themselves fat. My daughters have come home and they said that somebody at school called them fat. And I was like, who is this girl? And then they showed me her picture and I was like, you know, and she was overweight herself. And the only thing I can figure, and I don't know, I'm just guessing, because I know that that's a bad mentality to have if you live in that household where your parents are talking about diets. And we don't mean to do it. It's just part of our society, right? Like, we're all trying to lose weight, trying to better ourselves. But kids look up to that and they don't always interpret it the way that we think they're going to. Sometimes they interpret it as, I need to go on a diet because mommy and dad are on a diet. I need to, and we need to get away from that. We need to teach them about, you know, loving their body, no matter what their size is, you know, because they may be overweight for a time, but it's going to go away, you know, as they get older. But if you make fun of them, it's not. A lot of people, like, it doesn't help it at all. In fact, it makes it worse.
Right.
So that's my advice that I give is just let's try, because I try not to. I know my kids, they make comments to me and it's like, I really try not to talk about diet and weight. I try to talk about, you know, accepting your body and loving your body and moving your body because it's fun, and eating right because it feels good to eat right. So yeah, that's what I would encourage parents to do is just watch out, because those little kids, they pick up on stuff.
Yeah, they do. Miss Producer's putting up the information so that if you know of anybody with eating disorders and would like help, that is the phone number. It's here in the Valley. Please contact me if you need any help. We need to not do that to our kids. And if we see our kid being affected by it, it's problematic. I mean, I had at least one cousin that I knew that I didn't really realize that she was anorexic and bulimic. I just realized that she uses the restroom for a very, very long time. And then after a while, we found out what was going on. It was very problematic, and we didn't understand it. And she, even to this day, she still suffers from it. And so it bothers me that happened to her. So I don't want that to happen to my kids, and I don't want that to happen to any other kids. Right. Guys and gals, we are with Coach Julie. Please help us share the page, the Facebook stream that we're doing right now, because you can ask her any questions you want. Don't make me be the one asking questions, because this is for you all. And so Coach Julie is a fitness health expert instructor. She has her own business that she does. How has business really affected you with coronavirus? And did you find it, you know, get better, get worse? Is it getting better now? What are you doing as a small business owner?
Well, you know, that was always the plan. When I first got my certification, I did actually apply to gyms. And I'm just going to go ahead and share this. What I don't like about a gym environment is that the gym will take 55% of your commission. So, I mean, let's do the math. And I know for me, like, I paid a lot for my certifications. I'm always studying, reading, buying books. I mean, I spend a lot of money just learning. Mm-hmm. And for me, because they wanted to hire me at a couple of gyms. I won't name their names. But when I found out what they were actually going to take from me, I was like, that's more than you know, half of what I'm making. And it just didn't make sense to me. And so I decided I was going to branch out independently. And this was back in February, right? When I decided I was going to branch out independently. And so I had a few more interviews, and then COVID happened. Wow. So I really wasn't sure if I wanted to start the online, but I did start kind of marketing myself on Facebook. And the first client I had, she actually reached out to me, and she asked me to help her because the gyms had closed. And I developed a plan for her. I discounted it at 60% off. And that's the same first client I had that, you know, made me cry. And then after that, I got a few more. And then I took a little break because I realized, like, I need to learn more. I felt like I really wasn't ready. I felt like I needed to learn some more. So I took a break for a couple months. And then now I'm back at it, and now I'm like fully prepared, fully ready. I've got my first coaching group actually in a my Facebook group. There's 5 of them because I only wanted 5 to start off with, just to see like what it was going to be to do virtual coaching. And now I'm working on a plan that's launching in January, and I'm going to be wanting at least 10 for this one. It's going to be an 8-week program. Do I just answer that question?
Yeah, please. Sharky's asking the question, are you a nutritionist as well?
So I'm a nutrition coach, so I'm not a nutritionist. So I do make example meal plans, but like actually making a structured meal plan week after week after week, I cannot do that. You have to go to a nutritionist. So what I can do, and what I do is I make macro plans for my clients, and I give them an example meal plan, which they can use and modify as their own. I'm a lot cheaper than a nutritionist, but that's the only way we can get around it is I can't do weekly meal plans week after week. But what I can do is I create a weekly meal plan, and I teach my clients how to create their meals based on a template that I designed myself. So it takes a lot of guesswork out of it. Literally, you can do it with any diet, whether you're doing a keto diet, whatever diet you're doing, you plug in what foods you like. And so it really, it puts the scope on you, because for me, another reason why diets don't work is because someone else is telling you what you should be eating. If that's not what you want to eat and it's not your food preferences, guess what? You're not going to adhere to it. No, the diet that works is the one that you can maintain for life. You're going to choose foods that you enjoy. You're going to choose the vegetables. Yes, vegetables and fruits. Yes, you do need them. Sorry, you need them. But find the ones that you like. Find cool recipes. And I do share recipes. And yes, diabetic. I know how to eat for diabetes. That I had to learn that because we have so many people with diabetes down here, that there is a way to structure the macros, especially watching the sugars. It's just processed sugars. Got us away from the processed food. It's just eating as much natural and clean as you can. And just that's the thing about carbs. It's the sugars. It's the sugars that get the bad reputation. It's not the carbs. It's processed artificial sweeteners and processed sugar. I don't like that stuff. Like I don't like sucralose. Okay, like it causes food cravings. I don't like aspartame. Like it's chemical. It's synthetic. I don't like any of that stuff. But whole like raw sugar, that there's nothing wrong with that. Maple syrup, honey. There's a lot of delicious natural sweeteners that we have that are not going to spike your blood sugar. So it's just like I said. Just keep it simple. Eat whole natural food in its most natural state, and you're good.
Yeah, Ray, please answer this question and open it up with that line you just sent me right now.
Yeah, sugar is definitely the devil.
It is.
Since I started my journey to lose weight, one of the things that I learned from my guru, or the first person that kind of introduced me to this, was Isabella de los Rios from California, and she talks about to get rid of sugar in your life. Just point sugar in the mess. So my diet consists of just this. It's not a diet at all.
Right.
I can eat as much as I want to, but I do eat stuff that, it's going to sound ugly, but that goes in and comes out. Does that make sense? So it goes in and comes out. The more it comes out, the more weight you lose. So this is what I eat. I eat fish or chicken. That's it. Fish or chicken.
Yep.
All right. All the vegetables and all the fruits. Okay. Eggs and bacon. Only bacon, not anything else, because bacon goes down easy. All right. And I also eat almonds for my nuts. Almonds. And what else did I? Rice and beans. Rice and beans. No pastas. That's how big I used to be. Look at that.
That is not you.
I was probably a little bit smaller there.
Wow.
So I was a big boy, and I'm a chess tutor, so I work with kids. And one time I challenged, actually another reason I had already started, but I told my kids, you know what, I'm going to lose 100 pounds, but you're going to get me straight A's. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to do this. So I have to set the pace, and I have to be the leader of my group, but that's what I eat. And I drink only water.
No.
So, if you just eat that stuff, hey, you can eat a whole lot, and you're fine,
So your question would be, is this okay for you? Is this okay for Ray? Ask Coach Julie.
Oh yeah, no. He's got it right. That's the same way I eat. I eat a lot. Like my plate is full. Like it's a lot of food, but it's not a lot of calories. Like most of my meals, they're between 300 to 400 calories, and I'll eat maybe 3 or 4 meals a day, right? So I'm in a calorie restriction, right? But I mean, I'm never hungry. You know, I eat a lot of, just like him. I eat turkey, fish, and chicken. Those are my proteins. I was a vegan for about a year, but I had to get away from that once I realized that soy was a problem for me. And I just wasn't getting enough protein anymore because I was eating beans, but beans are mostly carbs. So my carbohydrates were so high that I had to get off of it. So I went back to eating meat. Actually did the Whole30, and that I lost a lot of weight with that. And and that's a great diet too, because it's teaching you all natural, but you know, you cut out grains with that, which grains are fine. I just don't eat, you know, any processed stuff. So my diet resembles yours.
Nothing white, you know.
Nothing white. I'm doing it all wrong.
Bread.
No, he's right.
Oh wow. Okay, Miss Producer's asking this question in reference to the diabetic issue. Does the structuring for a diabetic diet aid in your cleaning your liver so that it functions at 100%, so that the pancreas and kidneys function at 100% as well? That's her question. Hopefully I said it right.
Well, certainly if you're eating you know, a diet that's, you know, very rich of nutrient dense foods, you know, think of vegetables and fruits. Yeah, it's gonna stabilize your insulin levels because you're not gonna be eating the processed crap. Sorry, I said it. You're not gonna eat that. It's gonna spike your blood sugar.
The devil's crap.
So yeah, it's gonna cleanse. It's gonna definitely clean you. Like, you know, you hear people doing these detoxes, and sometimes I laugh. It's like, why are you spending all this money on a detox when your body naturally detoxes itself? You know, I start my day every morning with hot lemon water. And that's the first thing I drink. And then about 10 minutes later, I take my vitamins. That is something that I do have. I work for a company called Market America, and I love their supplements because they're not synthetic. They're all natural. I take this stuff called Daily Essentials. You mix it with water and your body absorbs it right away. I'm telling you, like, that stuff boosts my energy. Like, I'm like, this is before my coffee. And then like 30 minutes later, I'll have my black coffee. Sometimes I'll put some almond milk in it. Sometimes I'll put monk fruit, because I've noticed that's a really good sweetener. It doesn't spike the blood sugar. And of course, what he said, I don't want to be graphic, but yes, it does clean you out. You know, like the lemon water helps, the vitamins help, the coffee helps. So yes, it does clean you. I mean, let's face it, sometimes we weigh ourselves, and when we're up, it's because, you know, we haven't cleaned ourselves thoroughly, right? So like, it's gross, right?
It's
but
still
it's part
inside.
of being human.
But you need to clean it out.
Inside you, so you literally flush it out, and when you flush it out, you're also flushing out toxins. That's what your liver's always, you know, it's doing its job, right? It's natural. And you know, that's usually before breakfast. That's already happened.
And when the colors start changing, you're eating better. In other words, whatever comes out, the color of whatever comes out is cleaner. You're healthier.
Yeah, I have a dumb question. What do you mean? How do you do the hot lemon water? Do you boil the water? Do you put it in the microwave?
Okay. I have a Keurig, and so I'll just run the Keurig through. You can do it with the coffee, Mr. Coffee. Also, instead of putting the filter in there, just run the water, and then I squeeze half a lemon with my little lemon squeezer, and stir that, and I drink that every morning. And I noticed that when I stopped taking it, I didn't feel as good. Like, I did it for like 3 weeks, and I stopped doing it for a week, and I realized, you know what? I think it was doing something, because I felt better. It just felt like, I don't know. And of course it is. I know what it's doing at a cellular level. So it actually is doing its job. We don't always notice when it's doing its job, but when we stop doing it and we notice we start feeling kind of crappy, that's when we realize, oh, you know what? It really was working. I need to go back to doing that.
Any particular lemon you use? Like the yellow lemons, the little vat lemons?
Oh yeah, the yellow lemons. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Maybe lime or something. The little things I get off.
You probably do it with lime too, because you're getting the citric acid.
Right.
It's very good at detoxing, and it's like first thing in the morning, you're waking up your system. And drink water. I always.
Sharky, you're so bad.
Why are we laughing?
No, we get the comment. Sorry. I have to read it. Is it possible to burn the calories out of flour tortillas? Sorry, Sharky.
Yes. You can burn the calories off anything. You can burn the calories off anything. You just have to work at it and balance it out. Like, you know, I mean, I've had, you know, hot lemon. Yes. Ginger. Yes, ginger.
Like fresh ginger,
really
not that.
Like fresh ginger. Grate the fresh ginger in there, and it really helps. It's going to help with your stomach. It's going to help with your digestive enzymes. and it's gonna help. I was gonna say with the throat. Ginger's very good for your throat also.
Okay.
You have
You know,
acid reflux. It's good for that
ginger
too.
helps with life. My mom's 84,
Oh
and
yes.
for over, I would say for about maybe 4, even 5 years, she's been having ginger every morning.
Right.
And this lady's gonna live to be 100.
Yeah. We open
You know,
pretty. She does.
she's 84. She probably looks like 60 or 70. You know, it's like, it's
By the way, Miss Producer wanted me to let you know a little too graphic, Ray, with regards to the color stuff. That's what Miss Producer wrote
hey,
right
but
now.
that's why she's here.
I know,
That's
but
part of the
I
expertise.
know. Just letting you know.
Part of the expertise, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you go. Miss
Yeah.
Producer. Another question Miss Producer asked, because she has like awesome questions. Aside from the diet plan, how much exercise should you incorporate daily?
Okay, that's a great question. Okay,
See ya.
the USDA, like, what is the recommendation by health experts is 150 minutes a week, which is about 30 minutes, 5 days a week. And that's the minimum that I encourage my clients to do. I know for myself, I feel my best when I get at least an hour, because for me, it's become addictive. But at least 30 minutes is what you're going to start off with. And then if you can work up to an hour, work up to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30
I know
minutes.
I know I do at least an hour a day. I mean, aside what you do, but today I walked actually it was less than an hour because I only walked 3 miles. But normally when I walk 4 miles, I'll do them in an hour and 5 minutes, and at about a 3.4, 3.5 pace. But this year I learned that how they always say no pain no gain.
Yeah.
But it's not about no pain, no gain. It's about beating pain.
Yeah.
When you beat pain, that's when you gain.
By the way, I did a little giggle right now, Joe. I mean, after Joe's comment needs to be put back up because I'm reading Miss Producer's comment over here. We all know he puts it on Facebook for everyone to see, so we know everything you're doing, Ray. We all know everything you're doing. That's what Miss Producer
That's
said.
because I started a challenge. And I have to, in fact, I haven't posted today about it, but
Oh, it's okay. No big deal.
hey, walk 2 miles every day, and you'll live you'll be healthy.
Joe is saying, hey, Joe, how you doing? Joe is asking, ginger is also an aphrodisiac. Hello, all. So maybe the ginger is playing a role in that in the morning for you. So there you go. Congratulations. I have no idea. Well, I don't know because Dora is the one who puts, aphrodisiac. And Dora went to school with us, by the way. Dora grew up for me like, wait, you were the year after us, though, I think, Dora. I think you were the year after me and Julie. But anyway, she went. Did you go to Central? You did go to Central, right, Julie, or was it way out? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, because I know we went pretty much all the way through except for even MHA, and then we were done. Ray is right. Color matters. There you go. Good job.
There you go. Not soy loco. I'm not crazy.
Well, right around now is when we do a rapid fire question. I didn't warn you about this, Julie.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Rapid fire questions are just random questions that come out. So guys, give us your random questions. Put them on there. Nothing too vulgar. It's a 7:30 show. It's not the late night show. So just put up your rapid fire questions. And as soon as I start seeing them, we'll go with the rapid fire questions. Sharky is saying, do you know about drinking aloe vera gel with your water naturally cut from garden? Oh, it's okay. And then, we'll be done in a few minutes. I know Julie needs to go. And so, give us some of your, I'm going to give you the one that I'll ask you. Star Trek or Star Wars for the rapid fire?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay. Ray is asking you because he wants to make sure his question's asked. Chess or checkers?
I don't know how to play chess. I know how to play checkers. I'm sure chess is better though, but I don't know how to play it.
Well, he can teach you. Ray is actually a very good coach when it comes to that.
And you know what? When you mentioned coach, and you were saying something that I totally believe, because when your students do great, it gives you this great feeling, and it's like, wow, that is the most awesome feeling in the world, man, because it's like, oh.
All right.
Anyway,
I'm going to ask you your favorite fruit.
Ooh.
Strawberry.
Ooh, that's good for you.
Mine's watermelon.
Watermelon.
Grapes.
Great. Oh my God, Ray, these are not your rapid fire questions. These are Coach Julie's rapid fire questions. Okay, Joe Guerrero, over under for the correct way to hang A toilet paper roll. Joe.
I think it's over. I always put it over.
Okay, there you go. All right, favorite color?
Gosh.
These are weird.
I'm wearing it. My favorite color is white. It's been my favorite color for a long, long time.
Okay, better
I also
actress.
like yellow.
Eddie's gonna. Eddie, I knew you were gonna ask the question. Who's the better actress, Marissa Tomei or Connolly? Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly or
Or Marissa Tomei. Who's better? There's only one right answer, though.
Tomei. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Like,
you see, that's why we went to school together. Because you and I
Yeah.
agree, Marissa Tomei. That's all there is.
Yeah.
Eddie's gonna say no, it's Jennifer Connelly because he's an attorney in Houston. He watches the show often. He's from Brownsville.
J-Lo.
Okay. Better Selena or J-Lo?
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna ask. And the next question is gonna be, sure. Okay, you didn't answer the question. Better J-Lo. Better Selena, J-Lo or Selena? I have to ask her.
The real deal.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
Sharky, Cowboys or Texans?
Okay, y'all hate me. I don't follow sports. I like the Cowboys cheerleaders. I guess I
There
have
you
to say
go.
Texans. I don't know.
Not a fan of Houston Texans cheerleaders, quite frankly.
No, I like the Cowboy cheerleaders.
No,
Yeah,
Houston
yeah.
cheerleaders
But I
do
don't-
nothing for me.
I don't know anything about sports. Like, I'll
It's
be
okay.
honest, that's not my forte.
It's okay. Okay. All right. The question is favorite Selena song, since Selena seems to be the big deal. Did you have a favorite Selena song?
Oh my gosh, I'm
Did
such a
you?
dork. I liked one of her, like, because I don't really speak Spanish, so I liked one of the first ones that she did. What was it? Oh my gosh, it was like her first English song that she was
Dreaming of
just
You?
releasing. That
That
which
she
one
died?
is it?
Dreaming of You.
It was not Dreaming of You. The other one.
I'll fall. I'm fall in love with you or something.
The disco. The
I
disco
will give my heart
surrender.
Yeah,
for
something
you.
like that. Somebody will
Falling for
help
you.
me out. I will fall in love or something. I can't even.
Yes,
I don't even
that
know the
one.
song. Yeah, that was a good song.
That one. I also
Since-
like Como la Flor, but I don't know what she was saying. Like I said, my
Como la
Spanish
Flor.
is
Yeah, you
It's
got
okay.
Como la Flor.
Okay, since I wasn't around you when Selena died, and this is a question I would love to ask everybody that went to school and wants to go, because after my freshman year, I left, went to school in Corpus, but I still kept track with everybody and wants to go, whatnot. Where were you when you found out that Selena died?
I was in high school. I was sitting in my biology class. I remember this because somebody said that she got shot, and they thought it was a hoax. I remember, like, we were doing our group work, and one of the kids said, "Hey, Selena got shot. She's dead." And they're like, "No, it's just a hoax." And of course, I knew who she was because growing up in the Valley, like, people in East Texas did not know who she was, but I knew who she was because in the Valley, she was like a big deal.
All right.
And then it came through, like, I remember, like, everybody was just like freaking out. Like when I heard the details of the story, I was like, wow, like shot dead in her back. Like,
Yeah, it's so messed up. Yeah, I didn't realize you had to take biology. You didn't take freshman year biology with us?
Wait. You know what? I think was it biology or was it?
It couldn't have been biology because we were. I think we were in biology
chemistry.
class together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
had to be chemistry. Yeah, because we
It was
both of them had
chemistry.
Miss Silva in, right? You had Miss Silva, yes, Miss
Yes.
Silva in biology freshman year.
Yes. Okay.
I love.
It's been 100 years ago. It was
It's
it was
okay.
so long ago.
It's okay.
It was chemistry. It was science something.
Well, it was probably a lab. It was probably a lab. So it's the same
Yeah.
room.
Well, no, because Miss
Yeah.
Silva was really tough. Miss Silva was like very, very tough. I still remembered her. I had no idea. She ended up marrying my uncle. She didn't marry. Her niece ended up marrying my uncle later on, and I saw her at the church wedding. I was like, Miss Silva, hi, and she's still so stern and like, how you doing? She scared me. Okay, Eddie is asking. Eddie De Los Santos asking, thin crust or pan pizza?
Okay, I prefer the taste of pan pizza, but thin crust is healthier.
Mhm.
So I usually go with thin crust
Okay, there you
just
go.
for health reasons.
All right. Any keep bringing your rapid fire while we do this, and we're going to close this show with rapid fire questions. If you could go back in time, how far back would you go?
I would go to the Roaring '20s. I don't know why, but I've always been drawn to that era, like the flappers, and I just think it would be awesome, especially in Chicago, like right when like Al Capone and his gang were doing their stuff. I don't know, like I love that kind of stuff. Like what's that? The Great Gatsby Like
Yeah.
some people are like, oh, I hate that movie, I hate that book, and I'm like, no, I don't know, I'm just so drawn to that. So I would go back to the 20s. I would definitely, look, I've even got my little short hairdo.
Yes.
Like I just do my
And
little
you know what?
funky dress.
I like the
You
long
like-
hair preferably, but it's okay.
I'm growing it out. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna grow. It's shorter than I wanted because it was always
Yeah.
super long. So I'm gonna grow
Yeah.
it back, like past my shoulders.
I mean, I'm not saying short is wrong. My wife has short hair, and I like her
It's
with
easy to
short hair.
maintain, but I miss my long hair. Like to be honest with you, like I miss it. Like she cut too much, but oh well.
It's okay. It happens. No
Do
big
you
deal.
like
Yeah.
music or big band music?
I'm sorry, what?
From that time, swing music or big band music?
Both.
But, yeah. Okay. Do you do the Charleston? Do you do that dance or something?
I have a DVD that I like. It's a dance DVD, and one of the dances on there is the Charleston, and it's a workout, right? But it's fun. Like I don't feel like I'm working out. It's like, oh, this is fun. Like I pretend like like I'm in a speakeasy or something.
Eddie's asking Skywalker or Solo. Which Skywalker? There's multiple Skywalkers, so I'm assuming.
Okay. I was a Han Solo fan. Yeah, he was hot back in the day. Harrison Ford was hot back in the day.
Well, some women still think he's hot. Like he got older, you got even hotter. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
He's gonna come back and do another
He's
Indiana
still
Jones.
hot. He is still hot.
Well, he apparently
he was hot in those movies too.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I have to ask you two more questions, and then maybe some more will come on. Your favorite subject in school, and the second follow-up will be favorite subject to teach while you were a teacher.
Okay, well, I majored in English because I love to write.
Okay.
And I think that's why I am so like meticulous about my plans that I create, because I'm writing them. It's like 50 pages of stuff that I just wrote. So because I've always loved writing and reading. So that was my favorite subject. And that's actually what I taught. I taught English and writing for about 3 years. 2 years I was self-contained, little kids, elementary. And then for the other 3, I was an English teacher. So it's not as much fun to teach writing as it is to actually write. But
Yeah. Okay.
who I ended up teaching.
Sharky is favorite vacation place. Because Sharky makes money and he likes to travel the world with his wife. Right? Sharky?
I've traveled a lot, actually. Okay. My favorite city in the world was Paris. I loved Paris. But vacation place, I would say Bahamas, Cayman, St. Thomas, all of those. I love the Virgin Islands. So I guess it depends on my mood. If I had the money, I would choose Paris.
Yeah.
But, if you just want a little cheap getaway, tropical, the Bahamas is cool.
Okay. My daughter
Hawaii is nice too.
Okay, my daughter loves to read and she loves to write. I don't know what she's going to do with it, but I think she's going to do sort of what you do. Although I want her to be an attorney because she really knows how to debate me all the time. And it's kind of annoying. Who's your favorite author and why? You have one?
Well, look, a lot of the stuff that I read is not it's not fiction. It's all nonfiction. I like Jen Sincero. I don't know if y'all know who she is. She wrote those You're a Badass book. I like her books a lot because she's so funny. I have the audio of her actually reading the books, like on Audible, and makes you crack up. They're entertaining. So I like her style. But that's more, nonfiction, self-help. She's kind of teaching you how to, have confidence in yourself and be a badass in who you are. I would definitely recommend her books. Anything along that style. If it was fiction, I'd have to say, who's the guy that wrote The Fault in Our Stars? Is it John Green or Josh Green or whatever? He's really good. Is it John Green? I'm trying to remember his name.
I don't know.
But he wrote The Fault in Our Stars. That one's good.
Yeah, my daughter likes that book.
Nicholas Sparks is good because I'm a romantic. I do like if I'm gonna read fiction, I usually go towards something like romantic, right? And so like The Notebook, the book was better than the movie. He's a very good writer. Just makes you cry though.
Eddie's question is SPI or Corpus, real quick. SPI or Corpus?
Oh, SPI. My children were born in Corpus, so we lived in Rockport, which is like just about 30 minutes. And there's just really nothing to do in Corpus. But
there's
South Padre Island,
I
There's
hate a
nothing there,
Corpus.
and the beach sucks. I'm sorry.
It does.
Sorry, like I don't care for the beach. I love South Padre Island. Like I think it's the best thing about the valley. Honestly, I love the beach. So definitely SPI all the way.
No, I completely agree, and I joke with my classmates, my other classmates from Corpus, and telling and it's like this isn't a beach. It's horrible. I didn't even read some of the comments that Miss Producer was saying. Sacrilege to the fact that I think about the hotness of whether or not he's still hot or not hot, and Han Solo is still hot. That's what Miss Producer says. I'm not asking that question, the politics question.
Yeah, don't.
Hot, even old. I don't even know what that means, Miss Producer.
She's saying that he's hot, even old. He still looks good.
Okay, all right. And then she says too many drug addicts. I'm assuming in forms of Corpus. I didn't know that, but okay. Next question, I think, is Joe's question, Miss Producer. All right, mommy. Okay, and regular fiction. I don't even know what that is, Joe.
Oh,
she means like 50 Shades of Grey. She means, okay, look, I read that crap and I loved it. I'm going to be honest. She's a horrible writer. She's a horrible writer, right? Like she uses words. I'm like, why did you use that word? But I mean, I liked it. Okay. Like I like the movies. I'm sorry. I admit it. I do. I like
haven't seen the movies.
So. I like Christian Grey. Sorry.
I'm a prude, apparently. I should have been in like the Victorian age. That's just probably me. I probably would have been murdered because, or died of some sort of disease because, well, they didn't have that stuff. Audiobooks or books in print? Maggie's asking this question. She goes by Maggie, and I didn't know that.
I prefer audiobooks because I can listen to them when I'm driving. I can listen to them when I'm walking because I like to stay active. For me to sit down and read a book for an hour, like I feel like I'm not doing anything and I get tired. But put it on audio where I can listen because I'm an auditory listener or auditory learner anyway. Put it on audio. I listen to them all the time. I have them on regular rotation on my phone.
Miss Producer is saying, I will read this because Miss Producer is evil, and I'm going to get mad at her after the show. She says, Roman didn't even know what Pornhub was. We can't keep his... Oh, I didn't... Never mind. I'm so sorry. I didn't know she said that. Oh, my God, I feel horrible now. Anyway, on that note, I want to ask you... I feel very stupid. I can't read the whole stupid thing. I didn't read the whole thing. Thank you for giving us those great tips. Drop by our other podcast, Talk Show Central, RGV style investment tips coming soon. Yes. So yes, that's what she'll be doing. Julie, I'd love to have you on again till we can talk or just read first, say after. I don't do that, Miss Producer. I don't do that at all. I'm horrible. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you'd like to say? And where exactly they can get a hold of you. We put your Facebook page link right there on the bottom.
Yes. Yeah. Right now, because my website, like I said, they are creating it for me. Like I've outsourced some company and they're going to make it for me and then give it back to me and get my feedback. So right now, Facebook is where I'm doing most of my business. I'm on Instagram too, but I have found that just being on one platform is easier than having to juggle both. So yes, please follow me on Facebook. I post daily tips, like every day I post tips. I do lives. I also do videos of me working out. So yes, and also that's where they can start my program if they want to get in. I'm launching the next one on January 4th, and I'm gonna be looking for at least 10. And they're gonna be in the same little support group on my Facebook, which they really like that. Like the women, they said that it helps them feel accountable because they ask questions and we, I
don't even know that question, John. Do we really want to have her ask that question? I don't know. Julie, I appreciate you coming on. I hope you had an enjoyable time. You remember. I try to remember people's names, but no guarantees I'll remember it tomorrow, though. Maggie. You really should just change your name, or if you want to put parentheses, this is Maggie. Make sure I remember your name. All right, guys. I appreciate Julie coming on, Coach Julie. Get in contact with her on Facebook. Find her. You can easily search her on Facebook, Julie Beth Fitness, or Julie Hoover. You can find her and she's right there and watch her stuff, like her page, get in contact with her and try to help her get some business. I'm sure that there's a lot more you're going to learn from her, not just on a live stream today, but please help her out. And God bless each and every one of you. We are doing a late show tonight, maybe about 11:30. You're more than welcome to watch. Ray is going to be with us, and we're looking forward to see you all tonight at 11:30. All right. God bless. Oh, Miss Producer, what did we post that thing up again? Please submit all suggestions to improve the show through Messenger. Yes, please do. We'll make sure to read them. All right. God bless y'all. See y'all tonight.
Hey, good night.
11:30.
This is RIO Politics.